EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos, and it's all up next.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
The Denver Broncos know exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
This is the calm before the storm. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. That's how we eat.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Now Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, who is their 6th Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active, this move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at the 40. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Ryan. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Ryan. Campbell making the catch. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell from 10 yards out. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because of zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley Cox, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr., and he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 36, Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again is Ryan. That's going to be caught by Alley-Cox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They run once more with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Ryan on first down. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Now it's Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Ryan will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Wilson will throw again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Runs over, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. To the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. So the completion results in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear. Hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this will be taken at the 13.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner. It was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Wilson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Wilson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him,
touchdown Broncos. Melvin Gordon from 6 yards away.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it in at the 22. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been caught on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On on 2nd and 9. Ryan, he'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Here's Ryan.
And this one complete to Doolin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now again to Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And now a stoppage. Look.
Play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They run with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down 20-17, 24 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Able to find Judy. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing now is Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver's offense now set to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Open field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Therefore, a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's checked down to Gordon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The kick by McManus is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.